forcing you to throw the ball. But we're going to be a physical running football team, and I'd like to think that we held back too tonight. I'm not going to lie. I want to be smart with what we put on tape as well, and so I'm excited about what we can do. But yeah, we got to do a much better job. It just wasn't good enough. But I thought Lavelle at the end was really good. Lavelle had some stuff happen at the end of camp, so I was fortunate to get him back, and he's a physical runner, and I really feel like we're going to get him rolling too with smoke, so I'm excited about that.
Looked like he made a great play picking up his blitz.
He did. He saved it. Will made a great throw, and it was a heck of a catch by two. So Barry made a heck of a play on the sideline. So yeah, Lavelle's a physical back and brings a presence, and definitely saw that until he was out a little bit pushing the camp. But excited about what he can bring to the team.
Coach Stoops talked about how impressed he was with some of those young guys tonight, especially in that wide receiver room. What did you see that you liked?
Yeah, I saw two 18-year-olds go out on the field that it wasn't too big for them. They made plays, they made mistakes, they did a little everything. He was in the end zone by an inch. Those are things. But he's such a conscientious guy. I love him. He loves ball, and it's important to him. And no one felt worse than him. And hey, I'll never do it again, Coach. I'll learn from it. And I truly believe he's one of those people that he's going to grow, and his best days are ahead of him. Those two guys together here are going to do some really special things.
What do you do to prepare them for that environment next week, being that young, that big stage? They picked up a big win tonight.
It's a little bit on them. We're just going to see if they continue to have a makeup. But, I just feel like it isn't too big for those two guys. I felt that way about Dane in spring. The fact that Barryon got here in the summer and we were able to get him where he's at, and go out there and play 40 plays and be the playmaker we want and trust that. It's exciting, and I'm happy to have those two. It makes us a much talented program, and we unfortunately didn't get the tight ends probably rolling as much tonight as we want. We get them all going and pound the rock a little better. I think we'll be all right.
Rich, sorry if I missed this, but what was your message to Will when he goes airborne down there by the goal line? Did you say anything to him? Or
yeah, we'll talk about it later. I wanted to be mindful of it, and then I also want him to use his judgment. I think he had a bad play earlier before down there, so you want to make up sometimes, and you can't make it up in one play. You got to let the game come to you, and he's got a lot of ball ahead of him in his future, and so he'll get better and he'll learn from that stuff. And I'm telling you, it's a pleasure to coach him. There's no one I'd rather coach, and I think his best days are just going to get better and better as we work through this together.
Rich, particularly with your
depended on
Hank, go ahead.
On one guy for the most part last season, one target.
Yeah.
It seemed like you really spread the ball around to a lot of different guys.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the offense. Is the beauty of having talented players. I feel like there's every single skill guy at any given time has a trait that allows him to be successful in this offense and be a real weapon. And I think we just scratched the surface tonight with what we'll do, and hopefully we can let that stuff out next week. Really put something together and play well together and learn from this and just get better and better. So we're up for a huge challenge. So it'll be a big week, and we'll see what we're made of.
Rich, particularly as it pertains to those pass protections. Some guys kind of like the first week you win, but you have some stuff that you can kind of go back and circle. Do you like that with these linemen, that you had a easy enough time, but you can find some things to pinpoint?
Yeah, again, I saw it late in practice. Again, you just haven't played together. Kenneth had played with those guys, so we eased him in last week, and he didn't even really run with the ones, and because he just wasn't there yet in football shape. So excited to get him back because he's so important. But Jagger's shown promise. Deshaun's shown promise. I know Eli gave up a sack or a hit on one play where he'll learn from that. And then the tackles, they're gonna I thought playing at first start, freshman out there at left tackle, it ain't easy, and so we'll learn from all that, and they'll come together, and I would like to think that we'll only get better from this day forward.
Last question. Anybody? Okay, thanks, Coach Skane.